Hello soulmate, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this blouse with this asymmetric hem design and slits at one side. So if tutorial is one that you're interested in, join me while we get started. And if this is your first time of seeing my channel, thank you for stopping by. On our folded pattern paper, we're going to draw the lines for the starting line, the bust line, the under bust line, waistline, and the hip line. So after drawing that, I'm just going to come to the starting line, which is the shoulder line. Then I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7 inches. From that point, I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. And then I mark my armhole depth, which I got from my bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So I connected that line to the point where I marked my armhole measurement, which is 7 inches, which is I'm using. So from that point, I drew a line straight. That line became my chest line. So now for the shoulder area, I came to mark my neck width of 4.5 inches width, and I came down by 1.5. So this neck is not so deep, it's not very deep, so that's why we are using 1.5 for the depth. So after doing that, I connected it with a slight curve. So from the 4.5 I marked, I joined it to meet the shoulder slope. Now I'm going to take my armhole measurement. Coming to the armhole depth, I'm going to take the midpoint, and then I'm going to come in by 0.5. Then on the chest line, I'm going to mark my bust measurement divided by 4. And I'll connect these 3 points together like I'm doing right now with a curve. So that becomes my armhole measurement. Now I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on my bust line. I'm just going to mark a point there because I'll be using only the bust dart. Okay, so for this blouse I'll be using only a bust dart. So now I'm marking my body measurement divided by 4, and I'm adding 1 inch allowance. So for the waist, I'm using 26 divided by 4 plus 1 inch allowance. The hip, I'm using 36 divided by 4 plus 1 inch allowance. Same thing on the chest line, I added 1 inch for seam allowance. Then after marking those points, I connected them together like this. So right now I'm going to take the bust dart. So the bust dart measurement is 1.5, which is the difference between my shoulder to waist from the front, which is 16 inches, and shoulder to waist at the back, which is 14.5. So the difference is 1.5, and I marked it there and connected it to meet that nipple to nipple measurement I marked earlier. So I went ahead to transfer the first side of the blouse to the other side because we need to create the asymmetric hem design. So now after transferring it to the other side, I took another small pattern paper and added it to the hem because the hem was a bit extended, so I needed more paper to be able to do that. So after placing another paper there, I just went ahead to secure it with my tape. Then after doing this, I'm just going to take my tape rule and come from one side of the hip measurement, and then I'm going to, from that hip measurement, that hip line, I'm going to come down by 4 inches. You can come down by 3 inches, 5 inches, depending on how long you want it. So I came down by 4 inches and I connected it with a straight line like this, like a little curve following that hip line like that. So I came from the other side, from the waistline, I came down by 1.5 inches. So I came down from by 1.5 inches and I connected that point to meet the hemline where I came down from the hip by 4 inches, just like I'm doing right now. So I was trying to be careful to make it to have a little bit curve and then still give us that design. So this is me just trying to smoothen it, and after getting the design that I want, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so at this point, if you find this tutorial very helpful, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment section, and please ensure to subscribe to our channel. That is for those that are visiting us for the first time, and for our returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so after cutting the front pattern, I'm just going to go ahead and label it front pattern. Then I'm going to set it aside and bring the back pattern. So after doing the same thing I did for the front pattern, where I marked the bust measurements, the waist measurements, and the hip measurements, please take note that the shoulder to waist for the back is 14.5 inches that I used there. So after doing that, I came to the shoulder line and I marked 3 inches. I'm just going to mark a normal neckline, 3 inches by 2 inches, because the neck has a design, so we are going to be working on that design. Then I connected that 3 inches to meet the shoulder slope. So after that, I took the midpoint of the armhole depth, my bust measurement divided by 4, and then I connected them like this to get the armhole, just like I did for the front pattern. Okay, for the neck design, for that neck design, I'm just going to come from the shoulder side, from the side of the shoulder. I'm going to come in by 2.5 inches. Yes, I'm going to come in by 2.5 inches, and then from that point I'm going to mark 10 inches. This is how deep the back is. So if you are making your own, if you want it to be a bit higher, you can come up by 8, maybe 8 inches, 9 inches. If you want it lower, you can come down. So I'm working with 10 inches deep from the shoulder. Okay, so to still get that design, I'm going to come from that same shoulder side and mark 1 inch inside. Then I'm going to draw a straight line to meet that 10 inches point. Then from that point, I'm going to draw a straight line there. So this is because the line is not exactly straight from that 2.5 I marked. It has a little bit of the slant line, and then it has a curve at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my pencil to get that slant line, meeting that 2.5 at the shoulder to the 1.5 I marked at that 10 inches point. So after doing that, I'm going to connect it to the straight line with a slight curve. You can do this with your free hand. I'm trying to see if my curve can actually help me get that curve. So after doing this, I just use my free hand to sketch it well, and then I went ahead to use my marker to make this visible. So you can see that the line is not exactly straight. It has this slant shape, and after doing it, I just connected it to meet the horizontal line like this. So this is our neck design for the back. So after doing this, I'm just going to go ahead and take my body measurements. Okay, so I'm going to take my bust measurement divided by 4, adding 1 inch allowance. I mark it on my chest line. Waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch, and hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So after doing that, I just went ahead to connect them together like this. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and open this pattern and transfer what I have on that side to this side. So after doing that, I just went ahead to the body measurements, which I realized I did not connect properly, and I connected it well. So I'm going to also do the same thing here. After marking it, I connected them together like this. So after I have connected the body measurements, I'm just going to take another pieces of paper and add it at the hem area of the back, just for us to get the design as well. So after doing that, I'm just going to secure it well with this tape. Then after securing it, I'm going to take my front pattern. I'm not just going to mark this measurement because I want it to be exactly the same thing at the front. So I'm going to take my front pattern, placing the hip on the hip, and then placing the hem on the hem. Exactly. So ensure you take your body measurement accurately so that you can have the same measurements. Then after doing that, I'm just going to use my marker to trace the lines, trace them from that one-sided extended hem to the other side at the waist where I came down by 1.5 inches. So after doing this, I'll just remove the front pattern, and then I have the measurements. I have the design already marked at that area. So this makes it very easy for me, and then once I'm done, I'll just cut it out. Okay, so ensure to watch the video very well so that you can make sure you cut it accurately, following the right path. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. Also remember that this dress is a back pattern and it's meant to have a zip at the back. So I'm just going to slash that part open into two. So after slashing it open, I'll have the two sides where I can add my zipper. Remember that it has a zipper. So what I'm going to do is, for me to avoid zipper bulging and also give it some tightening at the waist, I'm just going to come in from the waist by 0.5 inches, and I'm going to connect it to the top and the down like this. I'm going to do this on both sides. 0.5. This is to help avoid zipper bulge, and this is also to help give it some tightening or fitness at the waist. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. So please note that this back pattern we drafted does not have zipper allowance. So when you're cutting it on your fabric, you're meant to add allowance for zipper, maybe 1 inch or 1.5. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to go ahead and label it. So at this point, I'm done with this tutorial. Okay, so this is the front and back pattern. Thank you for watching. If you find this video very helpful, please ensure to like and also subscribe to our channel. See you in my next video.